And the rice should be cooked and cold before you start. What we add to this is salt and pepper. These are eggs, 2 eggs, salt, pepper, and sesame oil. Okay, what does the sesame oil do? Well, in fact, this makes it quite a nice Chinese omelet like this by itself, despite what James Martin might think. Have you ever watched Saturday Kitchen? What does he know? He's such a young whippersnapper. I get more comments about that omelet challenge than anything. And since I'm the underdog, everybody always supports me, so it's great. Again, wok should always be hot, even when you're... The rice can be cold, and in fact, what I do with rice, I found is very effective, is to actually freeze it. And I take it from the freezer and throw it in the wok. I mean, after it's cooked, of course. Okay, just a little bit of oil in the wok. Add the cold rice. And allow it to sort of warm up again. Now, for this we need a spatula or something. You need to warm up the rice again. And you know, it's funny, to grow up with rice is so important that you don't throw any of it away. I remember each grain was considered very, very precious. And my mom would make sure that we would clean up every grain that was left over. I guess it's like bread in the West, or pasta in Italy. Now, some of you live here, right? No. Huh? Because I was wondering if you've seen. Now, what you should do is take the rice and press it down like this. Why? To warm it up. See, otherwise, because obviously it's cold and it's lumpy. And it doesn't matter. Do you see that? Do you see all these bits like that, a little bit brownish, and those are wonderful. My mother and I used to fight over that. You know, all these little bits. You know how when you cook rice, there's a crust on the bottom? Well, we used to fight over that, and it was absolutely wonderful. And sometimes what she did was, I would come home after my Chinese school. I had to go to regular school and then to Chinese school, and she said, oh, there was no crust. And I know that's not true. She had dug it up, ate it, and put the rice back in. So, see, mothers can be quite devilish. Huh? Now, once that's getting hot, don't add the egg to this until all the rice has been really sort of warmed up. You know, there's a technique in stir-frying this, the fried rice like this. And it should, again, have a kind of smoky grill flavor, which makes the rice incredibly tasty. And of course, the type of rice you should use is long grain white rice. Now, this is quite hot. At this point, I add the egg. Of course, as soon as you add the egg, it will get very wet. And you want to mix this well so that all the egg is dispersed throughout the rice. And again, this is where the spatula is very, very helpful. a good egg fried rice should be dry. It should not be wet. At this point, I'm going to add the spring onions. And all they need is some warming up. I feel like taking this back to my room.
You can arrange that.
Yeah, this and a little bit of chili sauce is wonderful. See, that's what, and you just keep stirring until it's totally dry and that's done. Okay, and now we're going to do one more dish to make it totally Chinese and healthy. And what is that?